Find your purpose, or are you wasting air? Word to Nip. Sleep in peace.
Baby, I can tell by how you want me. You don't care about my money at all.
She could have anyone she want, but she showed me she was down from the jump.
And baby, you be saying that you want me. All this luxury don't mean nothing at all.
She could have anyone
Hey
she
guys,
want,
it's Tasha here. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are getting into the nitty gritty, the why, the reason you're here. We're getting into how to find your purpose. So before we get into the video, if you could just like it. If you found this video valuable, comment below your favorite part and subscribe and tell a friend and tell a friend. So I have my notes right here, so let's get right into it. Be bold. Take risks, live life freely, lead by example. I love this. Target. Okay, so the first tip that I would say to find your purpose is to, work with what you got. Scan what you have. Scan your natural interest. You know what I mean? So I've learned this from Tai Lopez. He says it's the weekend, right? You're sitting at home, you have all the free time, you can do what you want to do in this time, right? What are you doing? What are you watching? What are you consuming? So these are the kind of questions you want to start asking yourself when you're scanning your interest. So I know for me, when I was little, I started scanning my interest, of course. Like I was in dance class and I figured out how much I like dance. And then in college, I figured out, okay, I like talking. So PR might be for me. Communications might be for me. And I just started scanning my interests. So like, I do enjoy cooking on the weekends, or I do enjoy skateboarding with my friends. I do enjoy teaching my friends how to skateboard. So these are the kind of questions that you can begin to ask yourself when you're in search of finding your purpose and finding out or trying to figure out why you're here. Everybody has a purpose, I believe. Everybody has a reason and something that they are here to provide the earth with while they're here, and something to leave the earth with in remembrance of them. So I definitely feel like everybody has a purpose, and that is what I think the first step is, which is to scan your natural interest and write those down. That's your first homework assignment. Write down your natural interests. So for me, my natural interests are fashion. I also just started enjoying cooking a lot. I enjoy helping people, connecting people, and that's just genuinely who I am. So that is number one. So number two, a good step is to observe what your friends and your family ask or see in you. So numerous ways you can do this. The first way, you can just directly, text your friends randomly. Like, what do you think I'm good at? You can text your family. Hey mom, like, growing up, what did I enjoy as a child? Or what do you think I'm naturally good at? What do you think my natural gifts are? So these are kind of questions that you can ask around, and then also ask yourself. And take note of also what people, not only you are asking them, but notice what people are asking you. So I know for me, growing up, like I said, I enjoyed fashion and shopping with my mom. So when I got to college, I realized my friends were texting me saying, hey girl, what should I wear with this top? Or, hey, I'm going to a party tonight, can you style me? And I was like, oh, so you guys think I can dress. You guys see that in me. And so I started to realize, okay, I enjoy this. This is enjoyable, right? So then once Instagram came about, I started realizing that as I posted my outfits, naturally, people started commenting, hey, where'd you get that? Oh, I love your outfit. Can you share where you got this outfit? And so these are things I started to take a note of and say, okay, well, maybe I'm here to share my interest in fashion to the world and help people. So also, then another passion came of mine where I was just well known in high school. I was known to have a lot of friends organically in high school, and then once I got to college, of course, I was involved a lot in different groups and communities, and I was known there. And then once I graduated, I created a networking group organically because I love connecting people. And I realized that that was my way of serving. I'm a connector. My purpose is to connect other people with opportunities and help them and connect people to help them grow their passion. That would be number 2, which is observe and take note of what the public and what you are saying about yourself. So number 3 is become a scientist. Yes, I said that right. Become a scientist. Do as many experiments as you can. You know, scientists, their rooms are like, you know, a mad scientist, what their room is like. It's like different potions everywhere. It's smoke in the room. It's just chaos. But that's exactly what life is when you're trying to find what you're here to do. You have to experiment different things. You have to test the waters. You have to be able to fail and succeed and allow things to blow up in flames, allow combustions, and some experiments are gonna work and some aren't. And that's how you find out what is meant for you and what isn't. If we go back to number 1 and you find out you have a natural interest in cooking and you start sharing your recipes online and no one seems to take notice, it's been 3 years and no one really asks you, hey, can you share a recipe? Then maybe, you know, that's just a hobby and really isn't your purpose. But then you go to your next interest, which is skateboarding, and you're skateboarding, showing your moves everywhere online, and you're starting to have strangers hit you up like, hey, can you teach me how to skateboard? Or hey, you inspired me to start skateboarding, and so I bought one. Those are the kind of things and experience that you want to test out. Did I make this quote up in my head just now? Because I just be making up stuff. But hopefully I didn't just make this up. But take as many shots as you can, because eventually one of those balls are bound to go in the hoop. I might have made that up. I don't know. But God told me to tell you that, okay? Keep taking shots. Keep experimenting until you find out what you're here and meant to do. So that's number 3, become a scientist. So number 4, we're gonna perfect. We're gonna start perfecting these experiments. We're gonna start seeing what works and what didn't. The things that start to work, or the thing, it can be one or numerous, the thing that starts to work, you're gonna start perfecting and fine-tuning it. You're gonna start practicing on it more. So if you're, you know, if you're in middle school and you start to take interest in basketball, you're gonna start taking it serious more and more. You're gonna start going to practice. You're gonna start joining teams. You're gonna be in college and super laser focused. You're gonna join the NBA. These are ways that you perfect your skill, perfect your craft, and perfect your purpose to put it out there in the world. And so once you perfect this interest, then you're going to start enjoying it. It's okay to pivot and go to the next thing. So number 5, last but not least, is allow yourself the opportunity to have multiple passions and purposes, right? You can have multiple passions, but make them work for one purpose, if that makes sense. And don't be afraid to do that. So like I said, with the experiment stage, the mad scientist stage, you can have multiple different potions that seem to be working, but they're aligned with the same purpose, and that's perfectly fine. So for example, I'll say for me, my purpose, I feel, is to help people progress, whether that be to help people progress in their fashion and be confident in it, or to help people be confident in their career and level up in their careers, or it's to help connect people. So like I said, I have these multiple passions that work together for my purpose, which is ultimately to just make a difference in people's lives. That's why we're here in general. So you can definitely make multiple passions work for one purpose, and don't feel like you have to choose. Don't say like, oh, I like hockey, but then also I'm interested in cooking with my dad. So do I have to pick one? Like, no, because ultimately you could just like entertaining. Entertaining might be your purpose, but cooking and playing hockey are your passions. So you make those two work. You play hockey to entertain your audience and the people in the crowd, and then you go home and cook on YouTube to help entertain people at home that want to learn how to cook. You know what I mean? Because ultimately your purpose is just to entertain, to make people smile. So yes, I hope this all makes sense on how to find your purpose. So let's just do a quick recap, okay? So number 1 is scan your natural interests. Number 2, observe and take note of what people around you are asking from you. Number 3, become a scientist. Test and experiment as many things as possible and allow yourself the room to do that. Perfect these skills, perfect these experiments, and then figure out what's landing and what's sticking and run with it. Number 5, allow yourself to have multiple passions that all relate to the same purpose and all lead to your purpose. So those are my 5 tips on how to find your purpose and how to enjoy your passions that lead to your purpose. And I just want to remind you all that I know we're going through troubling times, but you, wherever you are watching this, you clicked on this video for a reason. It's because you know that you're here for more than just to exist. You know that there's more for your life, and you kind of just need that boost to get started and to start making a difference. So I just want to remind you that you matter and that the world needs more of you. The world is ready to see what you have to offer and to give them. We're waiting to receive it. So please get to it. Stay true to yourself. Stay aligned. Stay motivated. Stay inspired. Be easy on yourself. And I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye. Mwah.
She a go-getter, no broke niggas. Hourglass body, got that photo figure. But the camera flashy like no pictures. Time looking like you're moving slow-mo with ya. Shorty hella bad and she know it. Yeah, she know. She shake it body.